May we play at ball till we are the mighty, mighty Hawks.
Yes, we are the mighty, mighty Hawks. It's just coming up to 29 minutes before 10 o'clock. You're listening to the Monday morning program. Peter Cassidy here, and the other side of the desk, Ray Summers from Neighbourhood Watch. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Peter.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
We won't talk about what we said made us good.
No.
No. But I will
That
ask
would
you,
be unsporting.
are we any closer to buying our football finals tickets?
No.
What a weekend of results.
Oh, wasn't it ever?
And the way things are going, who knows? Carlton might be in the eighth.
That's right. If everybody
Position.
lies down from between now and then,
Yes.
it'll be right.
Peter, did you complete that activity book?
No, I gave up on it and gave it to a preschooler down the street, and he blitzed it.
Well, I've got an idea. I'm hopeless. I even got some wrong and I read the answers first. But it's a bit testing for us older guys.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Peter, let me tell you, I mentioned last time I was in about Operation Resolute, when police in the region, and that is Whitehorse, Monash, Burundara and Manningham, were on the afternoon shift. We're going to go around and check locked cars or unlocked cars in red spot, hot spot areas. And let me give you a brief summary. I've given you the detail. First, I was going to say, this is what they found on view in cars. GPSs, bikes, coins, iPods, cameras, wallets, power tools, guitar, phones, hand tools, briefcase, skis, suitcase, snowboard, sunglasses, house keys, travel bag, football memorabilia, handbag, backpack, DVD display, purse, iPad, that's different to an iPod, and a sports bag.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it?
People are still leaving that sort of stuff around,
Yes.
visible in cars. That's just insane.
Now, a brief summary. Over 3,200 vehicles were checked, nearly 1,000 in Whitehorse. 47 police were used, 12 in Whitehorse, 273 vehicles with property inside, 73 in Whitehorse, 122 people spoken to, 44 in Whitehorse, 141 police message cards left, 29 in Whitehorse, and in Whitehorse alone there were 12 Neighbourhood Watch personnel, volunteers, contributed to the Part B of the operation. So let's hope it makes some difference. But let me tell you the next part. During that period, this is for a week only, and I think this is from offhand the last week of July. There were 16 reported incidents, residential burglaries, 16 reported incidents in Whitehorse, and they were reported from Blackburn South, Mont Albert, Burwood East, Box Hill South, Nunawading and Vermont South. That's where they all appeared. And then it goes on. Theft from motor vehicles. This is what we're on about. There were 29 reported thefts from motor vehicle incidents spread across Whitehorse on that week. And as a matter of interest, we had the operation, and so we had 17 more thefts. They must have thought they'd leave them all open just to get a visit from the police. The offences occurred in Blackburn North during the afternoon and night. Other offences in Mitcham, Nunawading, Forest Hill, Burwood East, Vermont, Burwood, Box Hill South, Blackburn and Box Hill North. I think that's everywhere in the city of Whitehorse.
That's pretty widespread, isn't it? It doesn't look as though these morons are targeting one particular area.
Well, I don't think they have to.
Well, they don't.
They find them everywhere.
Yeah, because people are still silly enough to do it.
Yes. And again, they're still breaking into Audis.
Yes,
and look
we
for the
talked
service
about
book to get the spare key,
Yeah,
or the courtesy key. That's
the courtesy key.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And again, theft of motor vehicles. Another 9 vehicles were reported across Whitehorse. In particular, 2 spots, I think, Burwood One Shopping Centre, which was what I know as the old Kmart, and Mitcham Railway Station. So that's the hot spots in terms of theft of motor vehicles.
I wonder what age these cars are. Are they going for young, recent vehicles or new vehicles or newer vehicles, or are they going for the old ones now? 10 years old is probably a bit too much.
Certainly ones 10 years and older would not have an immobiliser on them.
Mine's 11 years, and it does.
Well,
It does.
I
around
think-
that era.
Yes,
a bit beyond
at that point
yeah.
it became law that it had to have an immobiliser.
Yes.
But vehicles before that did not.
Well, I take a look at mine and say we don't.
Don't need that one.
No, we don't. Need it.
The car in front's flasher.
It's a good little car. It's served me very faithfully for the
Yes.
last 11 years, but not the sort of car that people would either take for a joyride or hope to have it chopped down and rebirthed to something else. I have to say, it's too ordinary.
They're not going to take it to rip all the parts off it and sell it.
I think not.
Do you realise, though, that you can get $100 or $150 for trading in a wreck at the wreckers?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ah. Why are you telling me this?
Well, just think about that. All right. So I've told you about where all the theft from motor vehicles are, and the messages are loud and clear. Please lock your vehicles and remove the valuable possessions.
Yes.
Peter, let me tell you about what's on in the next month or 6 weeks. Our next activity for Neighbourhood Watch is Wednesday the 3rd of September, 10 o'clock till midday. It's a safe plate morning and look, lock and leave. Now that's a combination of swapping over some number plates with better screws, and the look, lock and leave is we'll go along and look in cars at Mitcham Station. It looks like it.
Yes.
And then if you've upset the police, you will get a letter from them saying that we saw your wallet and the $450 in it and the DVD and all those things were on full display, and that's why people break into your car.
Yes.
So they see that's where we need to be, and Mitcham is getting a bit of a pasting about that. Going on further, Saturday the 4th of October, this is a big day. Safe Plate Day at Bunnings at Vermont South in Burwood Road, 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock. That's the day when you can come in for a gold coin donation. You can have the original screws removed, and we'll put in these new screws that are far more difficult to remove. We can even swap number plates around for you. Put the guy's car next door onto your car if you want to.
Now that sounds like a plan.
No, look, it is progressively, it helps or stops people from knocking off number plates.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Yeah, a lot of people knocking off number plates and driving out of service stations
Absolutely.
instead of paying these days.
And going a bit further, they're involved in a robbery.
Yes.
And then take them round the corner and set them alight and it's all over.
Yeah. Fingerprints, all evidence gone.
Gone? Absolutely. Something that I mentioned to you, Peter, and I was not aware of, is Are You OK Foundation. Didn't know much about it. It's a non-profit organisation dedicated to encouraging all people, you don't have to be a member, to regularly and meaningfully ask, are you okay? To support those struggling with life. Are You OK Day is our national day of action on the second Thursday of September. And I'm told that's the 11th of September, and dedicated to reminding people to regularly check in with family and friends. They have resources, so I'm sure you can just look up Are You OK on the internet and use throughout the year to help you ask, are you okay? Regularly of family, friends and colleagues.
Good thing to do.
Yes, and you don't have to belong to the club, sign up, pay membership, you just do it. Another event that we have on, which is still running riot, on the 20th of August at the Box Hill South Neighbourhood Watch groups. They've got a meeting at the Wattle Park Chapel Hall at the rear of the chapel in 234 Elgar Road, Box Hill South. That's down near Riversdale Road, that intersection.
Ah, yes.
Elgar Road's got a bit of a dog leg in it.
Yes.
And it meets up with the tram and Riversdale Road. That afternoon, and I think it's at 4:30, yes, which is a change to meeting dates, meeting times. They've got to have a round table discussion, and it's going to be led by Victorian Police Family Violence Unit Senior Sergeant Alastair Gall will help facilitate the discussion. And they're going to look at when you become aware of it, who should we call? What questions will be asked of us? Will our details be kept confidential? What if we are concerned about neglect of children? What if a wife is subject to violence but puts up with it? Is there anything our Neighbourhood Watch group could or should do to raise awareness of these issues? So they're obviously questions people have in the back of their mind, and Senior Sergeant Alastair Gall will guide those there to think about.
That would be a very interesting meeting to attend, because fortunately, I haven't been put in the situation where I have to raise these questions in my mind about what will be asked of me, what will happen, what if I do dob somebody in or report an incident like that. And I think that's very important, because family violence at the moment seems to be on the crest of a wave.
Absolutely raging, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that meeting again at Wednesday afternoon, the 20th of August at 4:30 at the Wattle Park Chapel Hall, which is at the rear of the chapel at 234 Elgar Road in Box Hill South.
Just north of the intersection with Riversdale Road in Elgar Road. Now, time's racing. Last Thursday and the Thursday before, there's been a large group of trainee police at Box Hill Shopping Centre, near the railway station, McDonald's, all that area there.
Oh, yes.
And they've been doing an exercise on talking with the people. And they've had a table set up there with lots of bits and pieces, some Neighbourhood Watch stuff about handbag security and look, lock and leave. That people have been able to buy for a gold coin donation, the right screws that they can go home and swap them over in their number plates of their cars, etc. And I went there to get a couple of photos, and I think the day I went there must have been about 30 plus, but it looked like about 60 plus police.
Okay.
Some from Box Hill, some from the trainers from the academy, lecturers,
Yes.
along with a huge number of police in training.
Okay.
And they were all loaded with guns and all the straps on, and man, looked impressive. At one point I thought there was more police than customers. But let me tell you a funny, and you may have heard about this. Picture this: a woman returns home, she lives near the railway station, and an intruder fled from her house, complete with backpack. The woman yelled, and the tradesman working next door gave chase, heading towards the train station. The intruder boarded the train as a police car arrived, and 2 police officers gave chase on foot, but the intruder escaped on the moving train towards the city. The police car radioed for assistance, and knowing there was a large group at Box Hill, they picked up the message. The police at Box Hill Station, railway station, during early training on how to interact with the public, all under supervision of senior officers. This exercise, called Operation Optic, was happening at the entrance to Box Hill Railway Station. This was real police work. So the recruits with supervisors swung into action, with large numbers gathered on the platform waiting for the incoming train. The train pulled in, the police armed, with their detailed description of the offender. He was in shorts, tats up his legs, and he had a backpack. Met the train, where the offender, seeing so many police waiting for him, walked off the train.
Fair cop gov.
"Where is your backpack?" they asked. It was still on the train, so police checked with passengers. No, it's not theirs. Inside was jewellery, etc. from the home robbery. The 2 police members who missed the train with the offender on board had to catch a train home. But good work to the Victoria Police.
Well done.
And that would have been a real exercise, and this is what happens. You're doing one job, but you're multi-skilled. We've got to do another job now.
That's right. You're nicked.
Yeah. Graham, before time's running out for us, next month, young Graham Elder's coming in to see you.
Is he? You're giving him a job of work to do.
Yes, and I guess he'll give you more of an update on what's happening on the state scene with Neighbourhood Watch.
Great.
if I have 1 minute to go,
Yes, go for it.
early September, leading senior constable Beck Millen and Neighbourhood Watch is visiting a Nunawading Cubs group. And this is extending, we're moving into schools in Whitehorse through
good,
Beck
yeah.
Millen, and a Cubs group has booked in to get a similar program to them.
Oh,
And maybe it'll flow onto those schools that those children come from.
Oh, that's good news.
And also, I think I mentioned about our computer program for kids 4 till 6.
Yes, you did. You mentioned that last time.
Well, the
yeah.
launch has happened only a couple of days ago, and I'll tell you, perhaps I'll have to send it in to you by email when it's up and running on our website. And there's a challenge for you. You'll have to do that.
Oh,
and
no,
tell me your
no.
score.
Okay.
And you'll have to get the little rate next door to come and help you.
That's right. That's
Peter,
right,
before
shall.
I go, so what do I need to tell you? People who want e-news, Neighbourhood Watch Neighbourhood Watch Whitehorse admin and e-news, the email address is whitehorse@nhw.com.au. And if you need to send us a letter, Neighbourhood Watch Whitehorse, Laburnum LPO, Post Office Box 5005, Laburnum at 3130. And all of that is on our website, which is www.nhw.com.au/Whitehorse.
That's terrific.
That's it, Peter.
Well
We're
done.
done.
Thank you so much, Ray. Ray Summers from Neighbourhood Watch. Lovely to see you again, and I'll see you in a couple of months because Graham Elder, as you tell me, will be in next month. Look forward to that. Thanks, Ray.
Good. Thank you, Peter.
Cheers, mate. 13 minutes